When it comes to prop firms, there's one rule that most traders break, and that is the reason why they end up losing their funded challenges. They end up losing their initial fee, and they end up not making any money. In this specific video, I want to share with you that number one rule that I consider to be the main reason why you and many people probably are not making money with prop firms. Let's go ahead and begin. Hey everyone, Christian here on YouTube. Welcome to a brand new video for the channel. Today we're gonna talk about prop firms and the number one rule why you're probably not passing your funded challenge. But hey, if you're new to my channel and you're into Forex, crypto, or any type of making money online, this channel is for you. Hit that subscribe button below. Let's begin. All right, before anything, you need to know which is the best prop firm for you to actually make money with this funded challenges thing. And the best one is this one right here, called All Prime. All Prime is by far the best prop firm in the world. And the reason, well, there are many reasons for it, but the main reason why I believe you could be missing out with this specific opportunity is because there are hundreds, if not thousands, of prop firms in the world, mostly on ads on Facebook, Instagram, and stuff like that. But these companies that are like paying for advertising and stuff, they don't actually have the features that All Prime actually do, which is, for instance, oh my God, for instance, the fastest payout company in the world. Not only All Prime has the award for being the fastest payout company in the world, but they actually been also audited by Deloitte, and they had zero payout denials, and 98.3% of their payouts were actually within 1 hour, which is insane. In addition to it, they do have a lowest price that I've considered when it comes to prop firms. In addition to the price that you probably can see right here in the discounts, if you decide to go ahead and use my link and also to use the promo code BLW25, you will get a 25% off on any account that you decide to get. So you can use the promo code BLW25. Now, when we talk about prop firms, rule number one that traders actually break is trading too much. And when I said trading too much, I'm not only saying that you place probably too many trades, but I also believe that you're placing too many trades, not only daily, but some people are placing too many trades like in an hourly basis. And I understand that when you try to purchase or when you buy an actual funded challenge, your view of the account actually changes. For instance, right here, you're looking at a $100,000 account for a little bit less than $400 with the discount applied. So instead of you actually looking at the $400 account, you start looking at a $100,000 account, and that's okay. Problem is that you start dreaming too much, and I've seen this happening to probably 95% of traders that actually purchase a funded challenge. They start even planning what they're gonna do with their let's say with the $10,000 that they're gonna make, $20,000. They start like pretty much planning ahead of as to what they're gonna do with those $100,000. And I believe the number one rule that you break when you start doing that is that you start over trading. Because yes, is it possible to make $10,000 in one day? Yes, it is possible, but it's also possible to lose $10,000 the exact same day. In fact, it's easier to lose money than to make money when it comes to Forex trading. And so people would start placing trades they're not 100% sure of, okay? Because if you are 100% sure of a trade, usually it's because you did an analysis, because you know what you're doing, because you were patient enough, and so on. And sometimes those 100% confidence trades don't even come during the day, sometimes not even in 2 days. I've had in the past 2 days when I don't place any trade because I didn't have any perfect setup. Okay. What happens is that because you are dreaming about what you're going to do with the money that you're supposed to make, you start looking at trades and thinking, yeah, this trade is going to be a winner, even though it doesn't meet the criteria that you probably were like expecting, even though you probably are ignoring certain rules of the strategy and so on. Let me give you a graphic example, right? I actually trade with breakouts, and sometimes, because it happens to me as well, sometimes I get emotional, and even though the breakout hasn't happened just yet, I enter the position, and I need a confirmation of volume on that breakout before I enter the trade. But sometimes I don't wait for that confirmation, and I end up losing a position. Probably the next one is going to be a winner, but the first one already was a loss, and therefore, unfortunately, I ended up pretty much breaking my own rule, okay, and entering before. And if you actually do that 2, 3, 4 times on the same day, you're probably going to lose your trading challenge. Okay. And so overtrading is absolutely the worst, like the worst thing that you can do with the funded account, and the number one rule that people are breaking, which is overtrading. Now you need to have a risk management plan, or the risk management plan. It's the same thing as your trading plan. Okay. And when I'm talking about a risk management plan, I'm talking about just a set of maybe like 3 rules that you need to follow in order to either trade or not trade. I'm not talking about the strategy. You already chose a strategy, and that's the strategy you're going to be using. It could be moving averages, it could be order blocks, it could be support resistance, it could be trend lines. It's really up to you. But here's the set of rules that you need to choose. Number 1, what's the maximum that you're willing to lose that day? Let's say when it comes to funded challenges, we're looking at Ola Prime right now. The maximum daily loss is 5%. So absolutely you have to have less than that. I would say even like 2% is a lot. But let's say that is going to be 2%. That's the maximum, right? Depending on the strategy that you're using, you could be placing 1 or 2 positions a day. If your strategy allows you to place 3 or more positions during the day, that strategy doesn't work. Okay? You're supposed to be placing 1 or 2 positions a day tops. Number 1 is how much are you actually willing to risk entirely for the day? It's 2%. Rule number 2, it will be how many trades can you split that trade into? It could be just 1 or it could be 2. If it's 2, that's 2 trades of 1%. That doesn't mean that you're going to have to place 2 trades. It means that you can place up to 2 trades. Okay. Rule number 3 is how much profit do you need to achieve before you exit the trade and stop for the day? Because a lot of people, this is another rule. A lot of people would actually see that you're making 1-to-1, 2-to-1, and you guys like, oh my God, in this trade, I can pass my challenge if it hits a 5-to-1. Yes, you can, but you're not supposed to. Plus, these prop firms now have consistency rules that avoid this one wonder trade to be wiped out of the funded challenge. Okay. So I would say if it's a 1-to-1 or a 2-to-1, that's it. But have that as a rule. So you have a maximum daily stop loss. 2, you have a maximum number of trades that you're going to split that stop loss. And 3, you have an actual profit that you're targeting. So if it's a $100,000 account, I would say that you're risking, let's say $1,000. You want to make $1,000 a day as well. Once you reach that $1,000, you close your trade and you stop for the day. You don't continue anymore. If it's $2,000, once you reach that money, you stop and continue and don't continue until the next day. Does that make sense? That's a good risk management plan. Now, we can talk about the plan, but what keeps us from following the plan directly is emotional trading. You get emotional for 2 reasons. 1, you're losing, and 2, you're winning too much. Those 2 emotions are equally wrong for a trader. Because if you're losing and you continue to trade, it's called revenge trading. So if you're revenge trading, you pretty much are trying to recover what you just lost, which is the wrong thing to do. And on the other side, if you are making too much money, you want to make even more, and instead you end up losing the money that you have already made. So bottom line, no emotions is the right answer. Chris, how can I not be emotional when I'm trading if I'm dealing with money? That's a really good question. And this is the hardest thing a trader can do. The hardest thing a trader can do is control their emotions. And the way to control your emotions is going back to this previous step, having a trading plan. As simple as that. Look, trading itself is boring, okay? When you find that you're making even small profits, but trading is boring, now you're a day trader. Okay? Why? Because trading gets boring when you're following just the plan. So let's say that's Monday morning and you have a trading plan. The strategy doesn't meet the criteria, so you don't place a trade that day. Okay, you stop for the day, come back on Tuesday. Tuesday, you got one trade, it gets break even. Okay, you stop for the day, you come back on Wednesday. Wednesday, you make one win, 1-1. Perfect. Thursday, the criteria doesn't get met, and you don't place any trade. So in that week, you've made 1-1, and you feel like, oh my God, this is boring. Now you're a day trader. Congratulations. Because if you're making a bunch of money one day, losing that bunch of money the next day, then making a little money, then losing that little money, you're in this roller coaster, then you're not a trader. You're a gambler. Okay? So emotions can be defeated by having a boring trading plan and sticking to that plan. Trust me, once you do that, you become a day trader. Another thing that can help you avoid being an emotional trader is choosing the account that you're gonna buy, okay? Because look, let's be honest. Not all of us have $400 to spend on a funded account, okay? And so let's say that you make $1,000 a month as a job salary or something, and you're gonna spend $500 into one funded challenge. That's gonna get you emotional, really emotional. Why? Because half of your monthly salary or paycheck is going into a funded challenge. So that can make you emotional. Instead, if you're making $1,000 a month, you can just spend 10% of it, $95, and buy a $25,000 account. You're like, oh my God, Chris, but that's too little. Yeah, so is $100. So it's not about how much you want to make, it's how much you can invest. Okay, because yeah, you can make thousands and millions of dollars if you want to, but do you have the money to risk in order to put in? Because look, if I buy, let's say 100 Bitcoins right now worth $65,000, and that's all the money that I have, and Bitcoin drops 10%, 20%, goes to $50,000, I'm gonna freak out. Okay, I'm gonna get extremely emotional. Nevertheless, if I actually buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin and it goes 20% down, I'm okay. Because I'm not losing hundreds of thousands of dollars. I'm just losing a couple $1,000s, or no, not $1,000, a couple $100 if too much, right? So you need to choose the right account for your emotional control. So my biggest advice is buy something that you're not afraid to lose. So if you make $1,000 a month, you could probably buy a $25,000 or a $200 account. That's a $50,000. Doesn't mean that you're gonna stick to that account and that's it. Next month, you can buy another one if that's okay with you, and then combine them and then use copy trading softwares in order to do it. But in the end, you need to understand that it's not about buying the biggest account that is gonna make you successful. It's about choosing the one that is not going to make you emotional. Most traders out there or most YouTubers are going to tell you to buy the biggest one because that's how they make the biggest commission. I'm telling you to buy the smallest one because I don't care about the commission. But trust me, you're going to see the difference between trading with a $200,000 account than with a $100,000 or with a $25,000 account. Okay, keep that in mind. Now, if by any chance you want to trade live with me, I do trade live every single day. That takes a lot of pressure as to when to enter, when to exit and stuff. So my biggest advice is go to BLWSignalsGroup.com. BLWSignalsGroup.com is my personal website, and you get access to a private Telegram channel where I send my trades, my setups, the ones that I personally take. Okay? So these are the results that we have so far. This month we are at $3,500. I'm recording this on July 6th. We traded only 2 days because of Friday was 4th of July holiday. But so far this month, $3,500. In the last couple of months, we are over $77,000. And if you take a look at the last month results, we had some red days, yes, but take a look at the actual profits. We were able to make over 36 grand with these specific signals. So if by any chance you want to trade with us, go ahead and join. The link is BLWSignalsGroup.com. I'm going to have that link in the description of this video. Hey, so hopefully you enjoyed the content of this video. And if you did, go ahead and smash the like button to support this channel. And more importantly, if you have any questions, comments to share, you can always leave them in the comment section and I'll answer those comments as soon as I can. Thank you for watching this video and I'll see you on the next one.